Hi. In this video, we'll talk about how to find books and articles from the library's homepage. To get to the library's homepage, Google Salve Library, and in the first results, you'll see McKillop Library listed. On the homepage, you'll see that the Book tab is automatically highlighted, and we can start our search there. If you've done some thinking about your topic and already have it pretty well narrowed down, you can enter all the words from your search into this tab, such as social media, misinformation, political polarization, and see what comes back. The first thing we want to look at is how many results came back. And that's not a lot of results, just 8 results. But that doesn't mean that the catalog doesn't have more books on these topics. It might just mean that the words you're using are pulling back these particular books. The first thing to look at as we're looking down the list is how well each of these books reflects your needs. So if we click on Show More, this will show a little bit more about the book. And if we click into the book record, we can see even more. For example, the first thing we know is that this book is an ebook, so you can look at it right away. And then the Library of Congress subject headings show a few things that are helpful, such as that this is meant for young people, this book. It says juvenile literature, so it may not be appropriate for college level research unless you're in the education department. If we go back and look a little further, we can see a new book, which is also an ebook. And if we click on this back into the book record, we can look at the summary, and then the content note helpfully includes each of the chapter headings, which give you much more information about what you'll find inside the book. If you want to view the ebook, we can click on View eBook. And if you're logged into any of your Salve services, such as email or Canvas, it will show you this book immediately. And you can look at either the full book PDF from this type of ebook, or click on each of the chapters and download the PDFs. If we keep going back to the book results, you can also see another book, which may be useful, although this one is more specifically about COVID. And if you wanted this book, you could click on the title, and it'll give you the access options at the side. In this case, this book is available from our Helen partner libraries. And if you click on Request from Helen and let it know where you'd like it to be picked up at Salve Regina and McKillop Library, you can submit your request, and the book will be sent in the book delivery within the next 3 to 5 days, business days. If we keep looking, there are other options as well. Another ebook, and you'll see that each of our ebooks have different interfaces. So this one is a different provider, and it has different information in it. You can download it if you want. And this one is yet another ebook. If we click on it, we can look at more. It's loading. And this one is one of our EBSCO ebooks. Most of our ebooks allow you to do certain things that you can't do in regular books, such as search within. So if you're looking for a particular aspect of your topic, such as a particular social media company, you'll see how many times the book mentions it. Or you can, this is also a useful search if you're looking for people or places. And you can use this search within function in many of our ebook providers to see if the book is relevant to your research. And then the other thing to point out is that this is not necessarily, like I said, the only thing that we have. And even changing the words, such as changing from misinformation to disinformation, can result in different results coming back. So here, instead of 8, we have 9 results just by changing from misinformation to disinformation. If you want to see more results as well, we can remove words from the search, which broadens it. So if we take out political polarization, for example, we'll go from 9 results to 162 results. So you can fool around with your words by changing them or adding or subtracting words in the search box. The other thing I want to point out to you is on the left-hand side, you can also show, limit your search this way. So perhaps you like to read books in print. In that case, you can just click on Print Book under this format limiter, and it will show you all the books that we have. This what we call a call number here, is a guide to where to find the book in the library. And don't worry if you don't know how to use the Library of Congress call number system. You can ask a librarian to help you find it. The other thing you could do is if you were at home in your room and you only wanted to find ebooks, you could click ebooks and remove print books, and it will only show you books that we have available in electronic form. If you are doing research on a really current topic, for example, in the sciences or social sciences, you might want to use the year limiter and limit to the last 5 or 10 years. That also narrows down the number of books. And you can also, if you're looking for everything that has been written about your book, change the library, the held by library limiter, to libraries worldwide, and that will show you everything that has been written that is held by libraries, mostly in the US, but sometimes in the rest of the world, related to your topic. So here you see we went from 90 to 770 results. The other thing you might find is that your topic doesn't return a lot of results in books, and this may be an indication that you don't have enough knowledge of the words that scholars are using to describe your topic. In that case, you might want to try a different tool. So if you're not having success in one tool, such as the library catalog, you can move to another tool, such as the library databases. So if we go back to the library's homepage and move from the book tab to the article tab right next to it, we can try our search again and see what happens. This search right here is searching our library EBSCOhost databases. You might also choose to try any of these other databases below, such as JSTOR, Sage, and others. But let's try our search first in our EBSCO databases. And the first thing, again, is to see how many results we got back. In this case, we got 179 results. And you'll notice something when you start to scroll through the results, which is that articles are very much more specific than books. So most of the time, you'll see that the authors will laser in on a specific aspect of your topic. And this is something that is a quality of articles as opposed to books. So sometimes when you're just learning about your topic for the first time and identifying what subjects within that topic are of interest to you, it may be good to start with a book to get an overview. The next thing I want to point out is that you can tell what articles are immediately available to you by whether they have HTML or PDF full text under them. So this will show you, if you wanted to click on it, if you could get it right away. So I clicked on PDF full text, and I can read the summary to see if the article is useful and download the PDF. The other thing that we can do from our EBSCOhost databases is click on this little yellow rectangle on the right-hand side, and we can grab our citation format of our choice to get the citation for the article. And the other thing to point out about our EBSCOhost databases is that even if it doesn't say that we have the article, you can still click on this Find Full Text, Request This Item, and it will do a search to see if the article is anywhere else in any of our other databases. In this case, the article is available in our Sage database. It looks different, but you can still look for your PDF and download it. And sometimes they also offer tools such as citation. So if I clicked on more over here and see that I can still cite the article. If we go back to our EBSCO databases, You can also find out, if you click on this, there's several other options as to what may happen. So I clicked on Find Full Text, Request This Item, and it looked for the item in all of our databases and didn't find it. But that doesn't mean you can't get it. You can click on Request through Interlibrary Loan, and it will route you back to our Interlibrary Loan page, and it automatically fills out all the information, including your contact information, because you're already logged in, because you're in your email, Salve email or Canvas. There's also the option to limit, as there was in the book catalog on the left-hand side. So if you really didn't want to have to go through Interlibrary Loan, you could ask for only full text. I only suggest this if you have a lot of results. In this case, we have 179, so it's fine. The other option you might want to do is it may matter to you how recent it is. So you may choose to limit the publication date to, say, the last 3 years. You'll see that that definitely limited the number of articles we had to look from. And there's other options for limiting as well on the left-hand side, and you can explore those. There's the same option to remove words to get more results and to explore the way scholars are talking about the topic. And this is helpful because you can see other possible ways of narrowing your topic. For example, you may be interested in social media and misinformation and the impact it has on different demographic groups, such as college students. Or you may be interested in how experts are trying to counter online misinformation. So you can, as you scroll down, you can see what experts are talking about related to misinformation and social media. And you can fool around again with the different search words in here. I just want to show you one more option here. If we go back to the library's homepage, and JSTOR is another major database. JSTOR is very good in the humanities, although it also has social science and sciences, but it's a retrospective database. So it tends to have older results, but it also has book chapters right up to the present. So I did my search in here, and it has a different way of searching than EBSCO. JSTOR looks through the full text of the article or book chapter. So you may find some slightly irrelevant results, but it also means that you can add lots more words to your search. In JSTOR, we have the option to cite and download right in there. And you can also refine your results along the side the same way with your date limiter and so forth. So we might be looking at only 2017 to 2023, for example, and you'll see that does limit our results a little bit.